And then, guys, what shocked me, what really, really shocked me was that while we were talking to the cleaner, she was now telling us my child has been disrespectful to her, and she has been telling my son to come and do his punishments and things like that. And we asked her, me and Sis Bullet, who gave you the mandate? Who gave you the authority to say kids must clean toilets? And then she said, I told them that if they do not clean toilets, I will phone their parents. Like, guys, and please, guys, please note, I am not disrespecting her position in the school. And I'm not disrespecting the fact that she's a cleaner. I respect her job and I respect her as a human being. But what I do not like is her treating our kids, humiliating our kids, bullying our kids just because of she is older than them. That's one thing I do not like. Her job I respect and I'm grateful that she's working. But when it comes to humiliating a child, it takes a lot for a child, to actually go through what what my son experienced on that day. I would say my son was lucky because I'm a mother who really wants to know what really happened. I'm a mother who wants to know who did what to you. If I was a mother that doesn't care, I would think my son on that day would have taken his own life. I believe that my son the following day would have refused to go to school because of me knowing him and knowing the character of my son. And then the cleaner, hey guys, this one shocked me very, 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 very. Ooh, the cleaner said to us, while we are now doing a back and forth with her, she says, with, I don't know, man, with confidence, with that ego, man. She says, do you know, in her own words, guys, do you know that I have 5 pages, guys, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 pages of kids that needs to clean toilets in that school. So that lady, she just decides, the cleaner just decides, it's okay, today I'm writing you will clean toilets. 5 pages. And then I asked myself, who runs this school? Is it her or the principal? What's going on here? How do you proudly so say you have 5 pages in front of the SGB, in front of the people who are being trusted by the Department of Education to manage the school? How do you as a person, how do, like me as my son's mom, go to school and I say I have 5 pages of kids who need to clean toilets, and to them it's normal, so it's okay for a cleaner to have that 5 pages. And then and through that I believe Uguti Mina, after saying that statement that she said of 5 pages and calling parents as management of the school or as SGB, they were supposed to stop her right there and say, who gave you the authority? Who gave you that book to write those names? Who gave you that mandate to say, okay, write all those who needs to clean toilets? Where do you get that book? Did we give it to you or did you buy it for yourself? And to my surprise, to my shock, all those people who worked in the school, who work in that school, do not know anything about cleaning of toilets. They do not know. All the teachers who were there, they do not know anything about cleaning off the toilets, guys. They only know that the kids sweep the floor. Yadi toilet yon. Dololo abayas. Even the principal doesn't know. Even the SGP doesn't even know. So I asked myself, what is going on in schools, guys? What is going on? So, okay, that's how it went. The case went like that, and then the principal told us that we need to end the meeting at that point. They will still go and sit down and discuss about this whole information that we have brought to their attention. And then we signed, now guys, the minutes, ne? So now we are supposed to sign with the register and the minutes as to who attended the meeting and everything else. So now we want to sign the minutes, guys. We've been taken pillar to post. No, speak to principal if you can sign, if you can do this. Like, we only wanted to sign the minutes and have copies of the minutes. Okay, fine. We signed the minutes, and then Usisbuli took pictures of the minutes. And then that's when we were out of the school. Thank you so much. Okay, guys. Now, sorry. Usisbuli goes to her place. I go to mine. We bid farewell. I come back. Okay, now it was Thursday, right? Friday, Saturday morning, she sends me the minutes that were taken at school by the vice male principal. Hey guys, Mutlolo. You know Mutlolo? Everything that was said in the meeting was not there. He chose his own words. Ne? He chose his own words. He didn't write exactly who said what. Even when the SGB lady told us that she knows of the cleaner's behavior, that was not written in the minutes. That was not written. So everything that was written there favored the school. It didn't favor my son. Everything that was written there was about, it was everything was normal. Yes, it happened. So what? And there is no statement that says my son was forcefully made to clean toilets, or the cleaner wanted my son to clean toilets. There was nothing about toilets and cleaning. There was only what he wrote there. It was the parent feels that his son was humiliated. The parent thinks this, that, and then there's a part where he wrote the SGB spoke about private schools and public schools, things like that. I was so disappointed. Actually, I was angry. And I realized, or Usisbuli made me realize, why teachers or people who work in a school environment get away with a lot of things. It's because of, we trust that when you are sitting in that chair, we trust that you'll do right by our kids. But no. You know that male vice principal, he broke me. Like, he really broke me. I was even ready to go to school on that Monday because Sisbuli sent me the documents on Saturday. I was even ready to go on Monday. That's when she escalated the matter. That's when Usisbuli escalated the matter to Umam Angie Mutsecha. Big ups to her. Thank you very much for replying. And then she told Usisbuli Uti, please inform the SGB about this. If they do not get back to you, please inform the IDSO. Is it the IDSO about this matter? And then that's when I wrote my minutes. But the male vice principal's minutes were 3 pages. My minutes were 8 pages. 8 pages, because I wrote what was said. I wrote what everyone said in that meeting. I even wrote what my son said and how he felt at that moment. But no, the vice principal, Ashem, at some point, guys, I felt like, why do we have old people in a school environment, Mara? Why do we have old people? I just want to say to Daliwong, at times, we as parents, we don't have a strong support system in our lives, and we rely on places like schools, churches, and for them to help us raise our kids in a proper manner. As a parent, you won't know everything. You won't know everything. But once you bring something to my attention to say your son is doing 1, 2, 3, and 4, that's when I will go to school and find out more about things that my child is doing. But now, if you can't write minutes, guys, there's a part in those minutes that says my son was late on that day. And my son was not late on that day. My son was very early on that day. There's a part again on those minutes that says the school punishes. Okay, but it's something like this. They are discouraging kids it's like this. By making kids clean toilets, it's by discouraging kids not to bring or not to do their work on time. So I didn't understand that part. I asked this school. I said, please explain to me. How do you say when you make a child clean toilets, you are discouraging them to do their work? So what's the point of you punishing them by cleaning toilets? So you discouraging them, or you're encouraging them to wake up in the morning, bring in their work on time, make like kids it's like this. By making kids clean toilets, it's by discouraging kids not to bring or not to do their work on time. So I didn't understand that part. I asked this school. I said, please explain to me. How do you say when you make a child clean toilets, you are discouraging them to do their work? So what's the point of you punishing them by cleaning toilets? So you discouraging them, or you're encouraging them to wake up in the morning, bring in their work on time, make like enjoy school. Mara, no, it's not like that. So okay, guys, Usisbuli helped me a lot. She sent emails and spoke to various people, and until when I saw that, no man, The school said they will get back to me. So now they are not calling me. No one is responding to anything we say. Sisbuli sent emails, only 1 or 2 people responded, and it was 2. And now I was getting angry that, okay, now my son is, you have a problem. And now my son comes back from school every day, Mama, can't do the case, but that cleaner is still at school. Can't do what's going on. And then I sent an email to the department. I asked them that since this matter has been reported at school and no one has been in contact with me as a parent, should I wait for my son to take his own life, or should I wait for them to realize that this is a serious matter? Hardly 2 hours I sent that email. A lady responded saying they are attending to the matter. Someone from school has contacted me. And I was like, no, nobody has contacted me. Nobody has spoken to me since the 31st of August. It's now the 4th or the 5th of September, and no one is saying anything to me. That's when they started working. And the lady who was handling the case sent me an email saying the matter, she has been to school to find out what really happened, and then the school will be in contact very soon. On the 7th of September, which is last week, on the 6th, last week Wednesday, the principal phones me and says, can you please kindly come to school so that we can resolve the matter? Okay, now, principal calls me. Yes, I go to school on the 7th, which was Thursday. Okay, sorry guys, I made a mistake. On the 6th of September, now my son comes back from school. I now ask, okay, I could see in his face that something is up. I could see. And then I was like, okay, now what's the problem? How is school? And then it starts, ish. And I was like, okay, what's going on? He took out his letter. This is the letter, guys. This is the letter. My son was given a letter saying, can I read it to you? Dated the 6/09/2023. To dear parent or guardian, you are kindly requested to come to school to discuss the behavior of your child. My child is Dodo in grade 9A, not later than 08/09/2022 at 2. So now under that, what I've just read is type of misconduct. It's bullying and discipline. Now I'm shouting. So I say to my son, okay, so we have a case at school, and now you go and add another case on top of what we have. What happened? So now he tells me that one of his classmates was busy showing them his private parts. And I'm like, Haibo, what's going on in this school? And then he says to me, and then I ask him, so what happened? He says, Mama, he was showing us his private part. And I told him, why are you doing that? I asked him, why are you doing that? Don't you see that we are in a class? Why are you doing that? And then now they started fighting because, when this other Lena replied to my son, he said, that's because of yours is very small. And I was like, what? Did he see it? Are you guys playing with your private parts in class? And whose class is this? This class is the very same class of the teacher who gave the cleaner authority to make kids clean toilets. And then now they start fighting. The teacher is in class, busy writing notes on the chalkboard. Bonaba busy showing off their private parts. Who has a bigger one, who has a smaller one. And then the teacher called them outside, and then the matter was resolved outside. So now he comes with this. I asked, who gave you this? He says, the teacher. And I said, okay, why is the teacher giving you this? He says, the principal said they must be bigger one, who has a smaller one. And then the teacher called them outside, and then the matter was resolved outside. So now he comes with this. I asked, who gave you this? He says, the teacher. And I said, okay, why is the teacher giving you this? He says, the principal said they must give it to both of us. I'm like, okay, fine. I call Sisbuli. Sisbuli, now this is the matter. What do I do in this case? Sisbuli says to me, do not go to school. And very, I was not going to go to school because I have a case with these people and they are not calling me, but they are quick to call me when my son is misbehaving and bullying and what, discipline, what. They are quick to write a note to say I must come to school. But when my child was bullied, they never wrote a note to me to say, there's something that we don't understand. Please come forward. Please come to the school and attend to this. I didn't go. There was a return slip, guys, here. Ne? There was a return slip here. So you need to cut that return slip. We cut that return slip and I attached my minutes of that previous meeting. I attached my minutes with that return slip and I said, take them to school with you the following day. He did so. He took them to school and then nobody wanted to take the minutes. They only took the return slip and then my minutes were back to me the following day with my son. And I took them and filed them. I said, these ones, I'll show them. And on the 13th, I get a call from the school to say, hey, can you please come? The matter has been resolved. We just need to give you feedback of the cleaner now. So that other case of private parts and tonton, it's a separate case. I go to school. I get to school. Principal says, okay, please come in. It was me, the principal, the two vice principals, and the teacher, the SGB. I think it was the SGB. They started then to tell me that the cleaner has been suspended from school and she wrote an apology letter for me and my son. Here's the apology letter. Guys, there's no school stamp, so but there is a name there of the cleaner, but there is no school stamp. Please be mindful, but there's no school stamp here. I will read the letter for you. Apology letter to a parent. Dear parent, firstly, I would like to express my sincere apology to you and your son for the incident that took place sometimes 2 weeks ago, to be precisely. I cannot stress enough how remorseful I have been feeling. I am sorry for shouting and swearing at your son. Guys, swearing. I know my actions were not acceptable and I am committed to making sure that this kind of behavior does not repeat itself again. Again, I'm truly sorry and hoping this letter finds you well. Thank you for your time and understanding. Sincerely, the cleaner. I'm sorry, I can't say her name. Just, I'm protecting her. So now I read the letter. Principal gives it to me and says to me, please read. I read the letter. Guys, I do not condone bullying in schools. I really don't. Because I even said to principal after reading the letter, she apologized, and she said, as the school, we would like to apologize to you and to your son. Everybody was apologizing on that day. They were so humble, guys. You know, they were so humble, apologizing. You know, man, they saw what they are at fault. They saw what they were at fault. So now they're apologizing. They are trying to assure me that your child is in safe hands in the school. You know, and a part of me was understanding, but another part was not understanding because of the minutes. And then principals asked me, is there anything I want to share with them? And then I said to principal, I'm not happy. I'm not happy about the secretary of the day on the 31st of August 2023. I am not happy. And then I told the vice male chair, the vice principal, male principal. I told him that I am not happy about you, sir. I came to school, I came with a matter, and you decided no. You are not gonna feel any pity for me. You are not gonna show any remorse. You are just going to be that kind of person that you are. I don't know what kind of person you are, but you showed me that you do not care. For the fact that you wrote false minutes. I told him that, you know, guys, sometimes, sometimes we don't know other people's backgrounds. My son has me as a mother. I'm a fighter when it comes to my child's well-being. I really fight for my kids. And I do again acknowledge when my kids are wrong. I fight as well with them to say, this is wrong. You know you're not supposed to do that. You do not care. For the fact that you wrote false minutes. I told him that, you know, guys, sometimes, sometimes we don't know other people's backgrounds. My son has me as a mother. I'm a fighter when it comes to my child's well-being. I really fight for my kids. And I do again acknowledge when my kids are wrong. I fight as well with them to say, this is wrong. You know you're not supposed to do this. You know very well you are not supposed to do this, but you went ahead and you did it. Why did you do it? You know, there are kids who go through or who have went through what my son has gone through, or who have went through worse than what my son is going through at that school. Just because of they don't have parents who will fight for them. They end up taking their own lives. They end up not seeing the importance of education in their lives. And that is sad. That is truly sad. Because at the end of the day, we send kids to school not only for academics, but for other important aspects of life. You know, because guys, you know, there is nothing that hurts me in my soul that I don't know how should I put it, but there's nothing that hits me very hard seeing a child crying despite their age, crying because they were bullied, crying because no one is willing to stand up for them. Nothing hurts more than that to me. You know, a school environment should be an environment where there's peace, where there's love, where there's laughter, where there is understanding, where there is joy. But today's schools, the environment is just toxic. Very toxic. Our schools have turned into graveyards. Graveyards. Where it's normal for a child to bring okapi, to bring weapons and everything, to bully each other, to swear at each other. Like it's just a normal thing in public schools. It hurts. It hurts us as parents because we've never seen something like this. We've never seen our kids misbehaving like this, bullying each other like this. Even, the worst part is adults are even joining the kids to bully each other, to humiliate each other, to make fun of our backgrounds. It's really not a nice sight, guys. It's really not a nice sight. So we had a talk with the principal, and I stressed it again, that principal, if there's anything that my son is doing wrong in the school premises, or even you meet him outside doing something wrong, do not hesitate. Call me and I will come to the school, or I will meet up with you so that me and you can discipline him and show him that what he did was wrong. But guys, overall, I learned a huge lesson in all of this, that bullying is something that needs to be taken very serious by the Department of Education. In schools, we need to take it very, very serious. And I wish schools can work hand in hand with parents, Shout out to Usisbuli. Without Usisbuli, I wouldn't know ukuthi bengizoqala ngakuphi. I wouldn't know ukuthi bengizokhuluma nobani or do what. I believe that, people like Usisbuli take bullying very serious, the child's well-being in school matters to her. And guys, this is the second case Usisbuli is helping me with. We have a first case which I will actually do it with you again later this week. Usisbuli, thank you so much for your help. Thank you. Please help other mothers or parents out there who are struggling with adults bullying their kids in schools and children bullying their children in school. Shout out to you. Shout out to the Department of Education. Thank you so much for coming through, for helping me. And guys, to top it all up, they have arranged counseling for my son, just for him to go for counseling, because that incident only made him actually feel a bit demotivated. He felt he doesn't have a reason now to go to school up until the matter was resolved. Now he felt like everyone will bully him due to the humiliation he experienced with the cleaner. And yeah, I just want to say mwah, 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 mwah. Thank you so much, Usisbuli. And like I promised,